Hi there. I just want to do a talk about um about how insane people are. You know, people really are crazy, and especially in this time of, I mean, this coronavirus thing. Nobody really knows what it is. It could be from 5G. It could be from bats. It could be from birds. We don't know. It could be made up. Everything's made up if you go deep enough. Everything, even the name coronavirus, is a made up name. But no one really knows. But what I see is, like, when you're out in shops, I live in a little town in Scotland called Inverurie, and I'm sure a lot of them have just panic bought and everything to copy. They're probably watching their television, and that's copying them. If you think of it, this is another example, another thing in this pandemic thing. It's an example of how television controls people in the media, because this thing has been driven by the media and television. And basically, this shows you how the media and TV controls people. Right? That's exactly what it is. And the worst thing people can do right now is to act the way they're acting. You know, when you choose to panic buy and to freak out like you're freaking out, wear all these stupid masks that I've not worn once, and I've not got it. Why? Because I'm not living in fear like everybody else. So when you don't live in fear, your immune system is very high. And you got to remember that, I didn't always think the way I think now. What happened to me is years ago, I had an unexpected spiritual awakening, and it's still going on today, nearly 9 years ago. But I then started realizing some things, and the perceptual illusion burst. And I used to believe in doctors. I used to believe in anyone that worked for the system. I used to even vote, and now I don't vote. And remember, NHS workers, anyone that works for the system has been brainwashed by the system. Even though their intentions might be good. I mean, I watch some doctors on YouTube who are good doctors, a lot better than a lot of the other people, but they don't see the game, you see? And, I watch this thing called AgeOfTruth.tv on YouTube when it comes on, and there's doctors in there sometimes that speak, ex-doctors, and one doctor said, and others say that what's in these vaccinations is not good. And that's what the game is, and I'm able to see that, what's coming next, it's vaccinations. Now, David Icke also predicted in the 90s a cashless society. I was in one shop today and they weren't accepting cash. They're scared to touch cash. And people don't see the game. The game is just like what David Icke predicted, a cashless society. If they want to turn everything into an electronic system so that you don't have to deal with cash, you don't have to deal with people. That's what they want to turn everything into. And this is a way of doing it, and it also is another way of imposing vaccinations. Now, you got to ask yourself, what's in these vaccinations? Remember, the system is controlled by governments, the world, I mean. And these people, aren't going to let a coronavirus pandemic happen randomly. It's not an accident. You know what I mean? So, and that's just it. It's not an accident. And people, by staying calm, take the stupid mask off your face, and by not living in fear, you can observe it properly, and your immune system will be a lot higher. Take vitamin C, take vitamin D, take black seed oil. Meditate. And this is how you live from your heart space. This is a scientific fact now, to boost your immune system and to really, because you have an infinite, limitless immune system. Because, you're not even human. Human is a label. You are infinity, limitless infinity. And basically what we are, in my opinion, from this awakening I had, is it just showed me that we're just, in David Icke's words, a point of attention within an infinite consciousness. And that's all we are. And don't let yourself be controlled by the system, by their game of fear. Remember, it looks regarding the coronavirus, it looks like there's different versions of it. It looks like that, but I don't know for sure all about it. That's why I throw a lot of different things in there. But because I'm calm and relaxed, I'm able to observe this thing. But if I was to allow the system to put me in a state of panic, I wouldn't be able to think straight. What happens when you're watching like a boxing event? And it's a big title fight. If the guy gets knocked down, he's got to keep his calm. If he panics, he's going to get knocked out. That's kind of like what is going on just now. The system has knocked us down, and we've got to get back up and remain calm. Right? Stay very, very calm. And they would have you thinking that people that work for the system are on the front line. But these people are brainwashed, you got to remember. They don't know they're brainwashed. If you work for the system, these people think that they're free. And yet, these vaccinations are going to be imposed on us all. What freedom, you know what I mean? I always said it was a joke, the freedom thing. And this is shown now. And, but to me, I think that 5G should be questioned also. Because 5G was, people said before 5G was even installed what it would do. And look what's happened. I'm not saying that's definitely the reason, but it should definitely be put in there. And, look at different possibilities it can be. That's the thing. And also, if you look at coronavirus, it's just the symptoms of the flu. It looks to me like the flu, but just a worse version of it. But I would just suggest take lots of vitamin C, vitamin D. It's actually a well-known fact that people who take vitamin D every day, tablets, one a day, are a lot more less likely to get this coronavirus. It's a fact. And I found this out through I watched this doctor's video last week, Dr. John Campbell. Now, he's a very good doctor, but even he wants a vaccine. You see, they don't see the game. It's like I say, for every stinging nettle, there's a docking leaf. To find the proper cure for things is a natural remedy. But why are we not trying to look for that? Because they want to drug you. And you got to ask yourself, why would they want to drug us? Why would they want to put the masses in fear and do that to you? I think it's because, this is just my opinion, I think it's because the system is terrified of the masses waking up. That's what it is. And the system, what is the system? Well, the system to me is an energy. Everything comes from energy. And what's happened just now is because humanity is waking up, I think this demonic energy is reacting. And so it's produced this coronavirus. And it's like having a tantrum. It's like when you watch an exorcism movie or something, and then the demonic thing will react. And that's what's happening. But people need to not live in fear, because the only power the system has over us is when we are in fear. When we react to what the system is doing on their little game. The thing is to not live in fear, right? Meditate, and then you'll start to see where it's all leading, and you'll see the whole picture. You only see the pixels in when you're not thinking straight. When you're calm, you can come away with different ideas and different possibilities. And realize the only one that can hurt you is you, really. And this is another great way to boost your immune system. This is what's spoken about in the HeartMath Institute. They talk about how you perceive yourself determines your immune system. And so, this is very important. To not live in fear. And like I say, I haven't bought one of that masks. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to panic buy it. Never have. Because I know the game. That's the game. Why do you think they have television news and they have all these disasters? When you have one disaster, that can be by accident. But not when it's so many things. So it's all arranged. This is all arranged, and that's just what I think of it. It's one possibility, but there's so many more possibilities on this planet alone. So what do I know? I'm just coming away with ideas. But these people that work for the system, like doctors, and take their words, but understand that anyone that works for the government has been programmed by the government. They're not in their right minds. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with insanity. It's not just insane people that run the world, like John Lennon said. It's actually insane people that listen to it. And I tell you, anyone that votes after this shambles needs to go and see a psychiatrist. But the other problem is the psychiatrist is programmed as well by the system. So the only thing you can really trust is what's within you, is your inner guidance within your heart space. And this is what happened to me when I had this unexpected spiritual awakening. I just started trusting stillness, meditation, and what was here. That's why I'm constantly in meditation. I don't practice any forms of outside meditation. This meditation developed through the spiritual awakening. So basically it's my inner self, this higher consciousness, that is guiding me through it. But remember, anyone that works for see what the system is what doctors are. It's like you've got this hidden force behind all the doctors and the NHS workers that is making people sick, and the people are on their knees, and the doctors and everything have got this injection, a way to drug them. But they don't know it's to drug them. They think it's to make them better. So there's a misunderstanding. The perceptions have been manipulated. And again, the only way you would do that is if you were scared of people knowing the truth. If you're dead set of controlling humans, then humans must be very, very powerful. And we are. Everyone is infinity. Infinite potential. I'm just the same as you, but the only difference is I've realised who I am through this unexpected spiritual awakening that I had nearly 9 years ago. And you don't have to be crazy, you don't have to live in fear, because that's how they control you. And fear, again, that's a way of lowering your immune system. And you'll likely attract coronavirus to you when you're afraid of it. That's another thing. Don't live in fear. Know that you are the creator of your own reality. And only trust what's within you. You can't trust what's out there because it's all insane, isn't it? And this is an example of the fact of that you can't trust outside. We can't trust NHS workers, we can't trust doctors, because they're all brainwashed by that force that is at the top. You can't, if you think about it, you can't trust any of them. They're all insane. And they're all programmed by even more insane people. So the only truth is within you. The only truth, the only saviour is within you. And I'm just going to leave it there. And if you're watching, you're meant to watch this at this moment. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. Thank you for watching. Thank you.